What's up guys, DBZ Mando signing on here, and welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. And today we're going to be going over a, what you, new players and old players, if you're playing on JP, and this will be later on for you global players as well, but if you're new to JP or just a new player in general, and you want to know who to get, I'm going on, and what I'm talking about today, even let you know, I'm talking about the Red Dragon Stone right now. So, okay, so that's not it. Okay, you know what, we're just going to the shop. If I can click on anything. So I, today, will be recommending what you guys should pick for the Red Dragon Stone unit. You know, and what you should get. If I can go there. So these are all the units you can get with the Red Dragon Stone. It's a pretty big list. So yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead right into it. Now, all of these units you can pick with the Red Dragonstone, they all have EZAs. So there's that. And if you're new, you don't know what an EZA is, basically what an EZA is a buff to old units that makes them stupid good. Well, sometimes, not all the time. Like people that are like not stupid good, or like the family Kamehameha units and like 13. They're all good, but they're not like busted good. So anyways, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on in. So, for some recommendations, buy. So we're gonna go ahead and actually just give you a gist of what each one of these units do. So I am going to move on to global because I have all these units, so I can actually give you an exact representation of what they do, and I have a list right here. So what you can pick. So let's go over Super Saiyan Gogeta, right, or Super Gogeta. So he's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go with him before his EZA. So before his EZA, he was an attack. He was all types Ki +3 and attack +3000, which now in this today's meta is meh. But the Ki +3 is still really good. He had, he does colossal damage to all enemies. Oh, and that's another thing. His super attack. No, okay, that's it. Right, yes. And that's another thing. When he supers, he's super effective against all types, which means there is no type disadvantage for him when he is attacking them. So usually when he attacks AGL, he wouldn't do as much damage, but since he's super effective against all types, he is doing as much damage as an effective type, as a tech type unit, or would do to an AGL type. So there's that. And then now with his EZA, if you're able to EZA him, he's just insane. So now his leader skill changes to Ki +3 and attack and defense +77%, and he lowers attack and defense, which is super good for Super Battle Road stages and Dokkan events and anything. Lowering attack is always amazing. Then he has attack and defense +77%, attack +70% per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, and he's super effective against all types still. So yeah, he's a top tier unit. I'd recommend you get him. He's one of the top people I'd recommend you'd get with the stone. Who else is on? Okay, Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku. Now this man, he's okay. He's not too bad, but he's not too great either. He hits super hard, but he lacks in defense. Like he's great. When he super attacks, he's already got he has a defense +70% and then attack +120% at the start of 7 turns. So, or for 7 turns, I should say. So I mean, that's okay. He's good for other events. Super Battle Road, he's good for like older Super Battle Roads. Don't try and bring him for like other ones. Otherwise, he's gonna be a liability. So, I mean, he's okay. If you want to pick him, that's a good option as well. Next up on the list is Texel. Now, Texel is God tier. I only have one. I almost remember this man. All right, he's amazing because his leader skill is Tech type Ki +3 and attack and defense +70%. And when he super attacks, he then regains health 10% HP, which is super good. You always want to, be regenerating your health, especially if it's getting low. This man can help you regen it. Then his passive is attack and defense +15% per Ki Sphere obtained, +1 key per Rainbow Ki Sphere obtained, which is super insane. So not only is he regaining you health, he is also making sure he's, tanky. So all in all, this is a really good unit. I'd recommend this unit as well. He's a top tier unit. If you don't have him, go ahead and get him. Obviously, if you have all the units on them, then pick the one that would be the best dupe for them. If you have them on Rainbow, just pick the Kai. Or if you don't have like one of them, go ahead and pick the one you don't have. But if you have all of them, then this is for, if you don't have any of them, this is, again, this video is to help you decide who to pick. Okay, so next we have Easy A Gohan, who's, well, hang on, I went over Cell, but I didn't even let you know before his Easy A, if you can't even Easy A. If you can't Easy A him, he's still pretty solid. Still attack and defense plus 12% per key sphere obtained, so he still has that going for him, so he's still a tank. I would recommend you still get him. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I didn't even go over him before. AGL plus 3 key, attack was 100% for 7 turns. Basically the same thing, just minus the defense, which is kind of sucks. Alright, next on the list we got Ultimate Gohan. Okay, now this Ultimate Gohan I really wouldn't recommend you get. He's not that impressive. He's okay. Like, he doesn't really tank. Even that's before his EZA. He hits like a little hard, but that's it. And then even with his EZA, he stacks attacks, so he's gonna be hitting like super hard. But like, he barely has it. Like 40% defense. No, he's not gonna be tanking. I mean, sure, go ahead, but I wouldn't recommend getting this unit. Who else? Broly. Okay, Broly. Okay, Broly, I honestly wouldn't recommend you get him either. Like, he does damage. Okay, so he's an AoE unit, so when he supers, he gets, he attacks everybody if there's multiple enemies. But he has defense minus 0 and attack plus 7,000 when he supers. So before he's Easy Aid, it's pretty garbage. No defense is always terrible. Then when you Easy A him, his attack is plus 3 he stacks his attack for 3 turns, and what's his passive? And then he gets defense when he attacks. Other than that, though, I wouldn't recommend him. Unless you need a World Tournament unit, then go ahead. You can. This man is if you don't have LR Broly, you can use this guy instead. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. Full Power Frieza's next. Okay, so Full Power Frieza. So before his EZA, he's okay. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Before his EZA, he's mediocre. He's not. Actually, he's probably garbage. In all honesty, he only has attack plus 120% when he supers, and he does supreme damage. That's it. Not very impressive. But after his EZA, he does supreme damage and raises defense by 30% for 3 turns, which is pretty good. And what's it called? Attack plus 120% when first attack, and keep plus 3 and 30% when he's the first attacker in a turn, which is pretty good. This is a unit you would want to put in the first slot, and he raises his defense after he supers. So yeah, so I mean, I'd recommend him. He's okay, not the greatest, but I mean, if you want him, go ahead. I wouldn't I'd probably semi-recommend him. Boy. Okay, so we got Tech Beers. Now, in all honesty, I don't have. Oh, I do. Okay, never mind. I was about to say I don't have him Easy Aid, but I did pull him. So Tech Beers, what he does is before his before his Easy A, he's hot garbage. I'm not gonna. It's kind of bad. He has a attack plus 60% at the start of turn and rage only when your health is equal to less than 30%. Or greater than 30%, I guess. No, it's equal to or less than greater. Yeah. That's how boring this beers is. So yeah, no, I would not recommend this. Well, I mean, okay. But if you can, I would not recommend the beers. But if you can easy aim, if you can though, and I mean, you can pull him even if you're still gonna easy aim. He's a lot better. He's got attack and defense plus 80% at the start of turn, and he gets attack plus 40% for 4 turns after receiving an attack. And when your health is 40% or below, he can get into rage mode, which is pretty dope. Not only that, he buffs the LR Beerus and Whis, so that is key essential. So if you have LR Beerus and Whis, I highly recommend you get this guy because he'll be an amazing linking partner with them. Alright, onward to now this guy I recommend everybody. If you do not have this guy, get him. He is top tier. I have him already on JP, and I have him rainbowed on global. And the man I'm talking about right here is the god Int Super Janemba. Why do you get this man? Well, before his EZA, he's pretty solid after before his EZA. He has attack defense plus 5%, and he guards against all attacks. Guard is like, it's like something you want 24/7. Guard means he's just not going to take any damage. And that's before he got his EZA. And that was pretty solid before then. Now, you get this man His leader skills, that's okay if you need an N-type lead skill, but with his EZA, dude, now he has an attack and defense with 70%. He still guards against all attacks. He has a medium chance to evade, which is, I believe, a 30% chance. And for 1 turn, plus he gets an additional attack plus 40% for 4 turns when his guard is activated. When his guard activates, he then hits like a monster, and he's tanking like a god. So if you can, and you don't have him, I highly, highly recommend you get this man with your Dragonstone. That is probably the person I would recommend the most out of all these guys to get with the Dragonstone, unless you have him rainbowed. But other than that, I would recommend you get this man, because this guy is insane. Alright, I can't praise him enough. My god, I love him. Even to this day, he's aged super well. So, yeah. And he's amazing on Extreme Super Battle and all that. He's still taking double digits. Man's a freaking legend. And then he dodges too, so I mean, not only is he tanking, he can dodge. Alright, next we got is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now before he awakens, or sorry, EZAs, he has a high chance to stun the enemy, which is that's pretty good. Stunning is always good, especially for Super Battle Road. As you know, this is what's good about him. He reduces damage by 80% for 7 turns from the start of turn. That is insane for Super Battle Road because there's no way, unless you're like super new and trying to build up the turns, you should be done before the 7-turn threshold. So I would recommend him if you want to tank and just don't want to take any damage. And he doesn't output that much damage, but at least he can like tank, and you can rely on him to take everything. Next, then after his EZA, he has a high chance of stunning, which is a 50% chance, and he then reduces damage by 80% for 10 turns instead of the normal 8, and he gets attack plus 120% if the enemy is stunned. Again, amazing unit for Super Battle Road. Recommend him if you don't get Janemba. If you don't have Janemba, I recommend him. Gogeta is also a high recommendation. Honestly, if I were to make a list, it would be get Janemba. If not, if you haven't been done, Gogeta. If done, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. That's who I recommend. Next on the list, we got Kid Buu. Now, physical Kid Buu is amazing as he is a really good support type. So when he, so his leader skills all types keep, oh wait, no, sorry, hang on, let's go to Kid. I mean, even before he EZAs, he gives all allies attack to 50% when you have more health. His support is attack and defense plus 50% for all allies when your health is 80% or above, which is really good for like Dokkan events and stuff, which can come in handy. But if you do EZA this man, his leader skills changes. All types keep plus 3 and attack and defense plus 50%. He raises attack to 80% when you have more health. And all allies keep plus 2 and attack and defense was 50%, and when your HP is 50% or 80% or above, and if your health is 79% below, he gives you an attack and defense plus 30%. So again, amazing support. Would recommend this support if you don't have any supports. This guy would be it. Just he is a little squishy. Be warned, he doesn't have that much defense for going for himself. Trust me, I know. He's been a liability at times. But he's still an amazing support for like if you're doing the punching bag events or stuff. This man is key for those to make sure your hard-hitting units can meet those requirements on the attack. Okay, next we have AGL Ultimate Gohan. Now I actually don't have this man, so give me a sec as I cut to when we go to DBZ space. I mean, the Dokkan Wiki. Alright guys, and now we have up here next on the list is the AGL Ultimate Gohan. Now this guy, before his EZA, is he's garbage. Like, attack was 80% when key is 6 or more, and it's garbage. Supreme damage and rest chance, no. This wouldn't be a unit I recommend. And then, even after EZAs, he's like, I mean, he's still okay. He's got a 30% to... Yeah, 30% chance to stun. Attack was 60%, 100% when your key is 6 or more. Defense was 120% if your health is 80% or more. Defense was 40%. Performs a crit when your health is 79% or more. And once only. So I wouldn't recommend getting this guy. He's also unfeatured on banners, so whenever you're summoning on banners, you could pull him. So yeah, don't waste your Dragonstone on this man. Okay, up next we got on the list Buu. Okay, I got this. Alrighty, so next up on the list we got AGL Kid Buu. So before his EZA, he's again garbage. Recovers 12% HP at the start of turn. That's about it. That's all he's got going for him. So that's pretty much it. Nah, that's garbage. Even after his EZA, I don't have him. I mean, I could rainbow him, but like I don't wanna. So he gives attack AGL type, key +2 and attack and defense was 7%, lowers defense, and his thing is recover 40% HP at the start of turn, and attack was 4%, and defense was 7% per key sphere obtained. Which, I mean, that's okay, but at the end of the day, oh, he's also unfeatured on banners, so like you can pull him from unfeatured on a banner. That's how I was able to get all my dupes. I recommend not wasting your Dragonstone for this guy. It's not worth it. Next up, we got Super Saiyan 3 Tech Vegeta. I have him as well. Let's look at him. Where he at? There he is. So, I haven't awakened him, so let's look at him awakened. So when he awakens, he goes all allies key +3, supreme damage to the enemy, and 7% attack to enemies beforehand. This guy is also unfeatured on banners. I wouldn't recommend getting this guy. He's not too great. Even after the EZA, he's just no. Like I'll redo the stats like right now. Give me a sec. Okay. Like even after EZAs, it's like he gives a key +3 and attack and defense +40%, attack +90%, cubicacy. Okay. Attack +90% and key +2 and defense +120% when your key is 10 or more, so I wouldn't recommend getting him. Yeah, there's a better version of him, which is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and he's unfeatured on banners. So just try pulling from a banner. Don't waste your Dragonstone. All right, next on the list. Oh my God, we still got quite a few. Okay, we got Incel. Bam. Incel is freaking fantastic. He's another good unit that I probably recommend you get him if you already don't have the tech. If you have the tech cell. So he gives all allies 30% attack. And he has attack and defense 40% at the start of turn, which is okay. But after his EZA, he greatly raises his attack, so he's stacking attack, and all allies key +2, leader skills, meh. But then he has 90% attack and defense at the start of turn, and he recovers 20% HP if your health gets to 30% or below, which is really good. And the cell hits really hard, and he's tanking, so I'd recommend you get him. If you don't have him. Okay, now there's Super Saiyan 3 STR Vegeta. I mean Goku. I remember this man. He also is unfeatured, along with the Cell is unfeatured. I'd honestly say maybe get him with the... Okay, with Cell, I'd say maybe get him with the Dragonstone, but at the same time, you could get him off of an unfeatured banner. Like what's going on with the anniversary, you could pull him from those tickets. Or from when you're summoned. So wait until you're done summoning and then go ahead and get him if you want. Next up on the list, we got Super Saiyan 3 STR Goku, who... He's okay. He has all types, attack +30%, and he does attack +80% and HP +30% when your health is 30% or more. I mean, attack +80% when your HP is 30% or above. So I mean that's pretty okay. And then after he EZAs, he gets defense. He gets 40% of defense, and then it's a bunch of attack buffs up to I think 90% attack when your HP is just above 80%. He hits hard, and that's pretty good, and he's not really much of a tank, though. I wouldn't recommend getting it with stones, or with your Dragonstone. Now we have Ultimate Gohan, who I have right here. He raises his attack for 3 turns, and he has attack +80% when your HP is 30% or more. So, I mean, that's okay. I wouldn't recommend getting this Gohan either. Even after his EZA, he's mediocre at best. It's be a skip, and he's also unfeatured on banner, so... Would not recommend getting this Gohan. I'm just pulling up right now what he does after his EZA. I just know it's not very... I don't think he's... Again, the Ultimate Gohans on here, I wouldn't recommend getting them. They're just... No. To put it simply, just no. Not even worth it. Yeah, okay, so... when he EZAs, he's key +3 in attack and defense. This is from his passive. Oh, he raises attack for 6 turns. And he's key +3 attack +100%, defense +120% when HP is 80% or above, 40%. Okay, so same thing as the AGL one. So no, I wouldn't recommend getting him. It's just a copy paste at that point. He's just stacking attack instead. I would not recommend him. STR Beerus. Okay, so when you awaken this man, he lowers his defense and he has a high chance of attack plus what's it called? 2000. So no, again, Beerus is like just garbage before he awakens, and then or when he's awakened, and then after his EZA, it's not much better. I'd honestly probably tell you to skip. I'd skip him. He's also unfeatured on banners, so don't even Try. Yeah, when he's an easy aid, worthy rivals category allies. Key plus 2 and attack and defense was 30%. Defense was 100%. And high chance of attack was 200%. So he's a good worthy rival support if you need support for that team. But other than that, nah, I wouldn't recommend getting him. Alright, so next up on the list is, oh my god, how long has we been going for? I feel like I've been talking for hours. It's been 20 minutes. Just a breakdown of whatever unit. Okay. Okay, so we have AGL Vegeta, who, this man right here, from a 5-unit EZA. Him, okay. Yeah, attack and defense with 90% when your HP 80% or below. I hate HP thresholds, it's kind of garbage. Before his EZA, that's kind of meh. And then after his EZA, it's like, why? Like, after his EZA, I know he's pretty solid, I think. I'm checking right now. Man, I should have just pulled up. It's terrible. And this is what happens when you're new to the freaking explanation gang. Okay, so I am looking. Who is this Vegeta? Is this Super Saiyan? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so when you EZA him, he has his leader skill goes from that 30% to 80%. He raises his attack and defense by 30% for 6 turns, so that's super good actually. And he has attack and defense with 90%. By default, no HP threshold. And then he has additional defense with 50% with each attack received up to 60%. So that is actually really good right there. So yeah, if you don't have him, yeah, I recommend getting him. This is a good Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Right, we have the 5-unit. Oh right, okay, next we have Boo. Okay, with Boo, he's good for Super Battle Road. He's good for the Majin Buu Saga Super Battle Road if you're running with him with other Boo units. Because he, by default, before you EZA him, he raises attack by 3% for 3 turns. Sorry, raises attack for 3 turns, my bad. And attack was 18,000 when his HP is 90% or below. He's an amazing Boo Saga support, though, because when you EZA him, attack was 6 for attack stacks for 6 turns. And he has attack and defense with 90%. All enemies attack and defense minus 20%. Launches additional super attack with a high chance of evading enemy's attack if there's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy. So he's specifically made for the Majin Buu Saga category Super Battle Road. He's amazing right there. Alright, next up is the Goku. This Goku. Super Saiyan Goku. By the way, also, if you're going to get just letting you know, these 5 the rest of these units that I'm about to go over, like, down the list, they're all summoned from the banners. So just giving you a heads up, they're not going to be featured. They'll be featured on banners, but you can get them on like any banner you summon on. They're not going to be just, oh, they're only on this banner, so only get them here. They're actually available on every other banner. So yeah, they are in the unfeatured pool list. So just giving y'all a heads up, if that will sway your opinion and your choice. They are unfeatured, so you have the chance of pulling them. Next up, we have this Goku, who's actually pretty alright. He has a high chance to stun. Before you EZA him, he has a high chance to stun. He has attack plus 10,000 and defense plus 5,000 when your HP is 50% or above, which, it's okay. But when you awaken him, he has a 70% chance to stun, and then he gives himself on his passive key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 80% high chance of performing a crit, which is amazing when your health is 50% or more. And he has attack and defense plus 100% and key plus 3, and a great chance of performing a crit when your health is 49% or below. So he's amazing for Super Battle Road because he's going to be getting that crit, he's getting that stun, it's going to be insane. So I would recommend this guy as well, if you don't have him. Or if you're just going to try and see if you can pull him on a unfeatured banner. Next up we have Cooler. This Cooler is insane. He's an amazing support. So he has all allies key plus 3 and attack and defense and HP plus 70%. And when you EZA, he has attack and defense plus 50%, all allies attack plus 30%, extreme class allies key plus 3 and defense plus 40%. So he's a good extreme class support. And before he EZAs, he has all allies attack plus 30%, extreme class key plus 2. So again, amazing support. Before he EZAs, after he EZAs, it's even insane because he's giving defense. Okay, Super Android 13, I honestly probably wouldn't recommend you get him. I mean, he's okay. Before EZAs, he's a good orb changer. He changes tech to Rainbow, and he has an attack plus 30%. But other than that, I really wouldn't recommend you waste your time on him. Right, because if I go to the characters and look at, I think it's what? Is it just Android 13? Yeah. Okay, so if I look at him right now, he. Oh, okay, that is okay. My Dokkan Wiki went dark. Okay, so when you EZA him, oh that's the tech one. Come on now, come on now. I can't be picking the wrong ones. Okay, so when you EZA him, he has an allies. Okay, so he does. His leader skill change. How his leader skills attack plus minus 43%. When you EZA him, he then does attack and defense minus 43%. So that is a major change. Massively lowers defense after he EZAs, and now he has attack and defense with 50%. Changes attack to rainbow, and he gets 2 key per rainbow key sphere obtained, and attack and defense with 30% per android's category ally on the team. So you'd be running this guy on an android's team, and he'd be doing fairly alright. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend you get him with your Dragonstone. Just wait till you pull him on an unfeatured banner. Next up, we got the man, Nova Shenron, which is an amazing unit after his EZA. He raises attack for 3 turns, and then he gets key plus 3 and attack plus 9% when he's facing only one enemy. But after you EZA him, he has attack plus 6 attack for 6 turns, key plus 3 and attack defense with 90%, and Shadow Dragon Saga category allies attack and defense with 30%. Amazing for the Shadow Dragon buff. They need this. If you're running a Shadow Dragons team, or don't have a lot of units for that, this guy would be an amazing support for that team because there's just so little units on that team. But yeah, okay, we're going to move on. Other than that, I'd kind of recommend him, but at the same time, he's unfeatured, so you can pull him on any unfeatured banner. Next up, we have the Goku Trio family. Okay, so Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Super Saiyan Gotenks. So I'm going to pull... Okay, Gohan is meh, at best. Before his EZA and after he's meh. Like, he's okay. But with these... Okay, so with these family Kamehameha Trio, which consists of this Gohan, this Gotenks... Oh, sorry, this Goku, and this Gotenks... out of all of them, I highly recommend the Gotenks. The Gotenks is amazing. He stacks his defense by 30% for 3 turns. He changes physical key spheres to rainbow, and he has attacking defense with 70%. He's an amazing unit. This man has never led me astray. I'd recommend getting Gotenks out of Gohan, Goku, and that was it. Out of Gohan and Goku and him. Get him. I'd recommend it. But at the same time, I'd also tell you not to send your stone because, again, they are unfeatured on the banners. And on Saiyan Day, which comes up in March, you can actually get them with a exchange metal shop. So there's that. So I'd say not to get them because they'll show up later in a banner for you to get them. So just wait on them unless you have everybody else and don't have them. Then go ahead. Next up we have family Galagun family Vegeta and Trunks. So let's look at Vegeta first right here, who he raises all allies attack by 30% for 1 turn when he supers. He has K plus 2 and attack and defense with 9%. All allies attack at 30% when there are 2 or more Vegeta category allies on the team, which is pretty good. That's insane, actually. And he does 70% when attacking only one enemy, and allies attack was 20% for 1 turn. So the Vegeta is a pretty good support. Also, I tell you to wait because I believe there is also a thing in Saiyan Day where they let you pick between him and Trunks, if that happens again. But they're also unfeatured, so you could pull them on unfeatured on a banner. All right, next we have raises allies attack by 30% for 1 turn, and keep us to, and he does the same thing except he gives attack and defense plus 70% instead of I think the other percentage. What was Vegeta's percentage, or did they do the same thing? I think it's different. Hang on. Sometimes it's hard trying to surf through these. Yeah, it's different. Okay, yeah, so he gives 70% while Vegeta gives 30%. And Trunks instead gives, 30% for all allies while Vegeta gives 90% for all allies. So, yeah. Really good units. I'd recommend them both. I recommend the Trunks more, in all honesty, but it's up to you. Next up, we have Gohan, who he greatly raises. Now this is actually a pretty solid unit. He's a unit. He's a Dokkan Fest, so actually you would have to wait for a banner for him to show up. I'd forgotten about that, so yeah, you'd actually have to wait for him to show up. But he's a good Goku's family support. He gives Ki plus 3 and attack defense plus 77% at the start. At the start of turn. He gives 59%. Additional attack if there's a Super Saiyan Goku attacking the same turn. So that's actually very realistic considering how many Gokus there would be, and you'd have him on a Goku family team anyway. So, yeah. This Gohan I'd recommend. Okay, next up we have 4 gods. Alright. Oh, well, okay. Okay, 3 gods and then a semi-god. So, up next, we have Caulifla. If she is also another unit that if you do not have, she's also summonable on a banner, like unfeatured on a banner, so you could pull her. But if you do not have her, get her, because she is insane. Before she EZAs, she raises her defense by 30% for 3 turns still, and she has a high chance of evading an enemy and a medium chance to counter. And she has attack plus 90%. And then after you EZA her, she raises defense by 60% for 3 turns instead of the 30, and attack was 100%, defense was 60%, and she has an even increased chance of dodging, same chance to counter, and she's effective against all types if there's a Kale attacking the same turn. So there's that. She's super effective against all types if there's a Kale attacking the same turn. So I'd highly recommend getting her because of that high chance to dodge and countering and just her raising her defense. And if you already have her and need that partner, then get Kale, because if you get Kale, she also has an EZA. She's not very impressive before her EZA. She just lowers defense. Attack was 100%, launches additional attack, which has a great chance to become a super attack, so that's okay and all. But after you EZA her, she then has attack was 160%, launches additional attack, has a great chance to become a super attack. And she reduces damage received by 60% for 6 turns from the start of turn, which is really good for Super Battle Road. And she reduces it. Then she reduces it by 60% if you get 6 or more physical key spheres starting from the 7th turn, which is actually it's very difficult to do. Well, she's amazing for Super Battle when she first begins, but afterwards it's a little bit harder from there. Next up on the list is the man, the myth. This guy just got an EZA on Global and now has one, and he's had it on JP. I would highly recommend you pick this guy as well, as he raises allies' attack by 25%. This is before he EZA'd, by the way. When he supers, an allies attack plus 35%, attack and defense plus 35%, and enemies defense minus 50%. Then after you EZA this man, he raises allies by 30% for 1 turn instead. And attack and defense was 70%, all allies key plus 1, and attack and defense was 40%, all enemies defense minus 70%, and reduces damage by 40% when an HP is 70% or less. So, amazing support and amazing defensive unit for a little bit. I'd recommend getting this guy as well. Next up on the list, and the final man on the list, is Dispo. So, with Dispo, he's like hit or miss. He's pretty solid for long events, but at the same time, he takes a lot of damage. I was praising him at first, and then after seeing what he did, it was kind of meh. He's mediocre. So he raises attack and defense by 50% for 6 turns, and he has attack plus 20% and a high chance of evading an enemy's attack, including super attack, and he gets 20% attack up to 60% at the start of each turn. And he has additional attack plus 20% within the same turn after he evades. So you put him in the first slot, and if he evades that a turn, then he'll super attack. He's a unit you would want to put in the first slot, but he's pretty mediocre at best. And that'll be it. Oh, right, in the last unit, if you have all these guys, just pick a Kai if you need Kais. But other than that, that is pretty much everybody. So if I were to recommend people, I'd recommend on this list, you'd pick... hang on, we'll go ahead and swap back to JP because I'm going to go ahead and go through this. So, okay. So, if I were to recommend people, I'd say Inchineba at number 1. Then probably SDR Gogeta. No, Caulifla probably most likely at number 2. Then SDR Gogeta at number 3. Topo at number 4. Kale at number 5. Then, what's it called? Then, oh damn. Then, no, I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then everybody else is like pick or choose. Oh, right, and then Cooler at number 6. Other than that, everything else is pick or choose. So for me, let's see. I might go with Inchineba because getting another dupe in that man would be pretty cool. How many EZA units? All those EZA units again in the list. All those units with the Dragonstone EZA. So okay, I don't have STR Gogeta. Don't have Nova. If I'm gonna pick any units, again pick any Dokkan Fest units first before you pick any of the unfeatured, because the Dokkan Fest, who knows when they're gonna show up. I kind of want to pick Kid Buu. I think I might pick Kid Buu. STR Gogeta actually. Oh man, this is hard. This is very, very again very difficult choice. Damn, I'm like, do I go with STR Gogeta or do I go with Janemba? Because I honestly getting another dupe in Janemba would be dope. But I'm more like Kid Buu or STR Gogeta. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick Kid Buu. Because I already technically have Int Gogeta for an easy A. Bam! That's who I got. I got myself Int Kid Buu. Alrighty guys, but that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to blast that like button out of this world. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is DBZ Mando, signing out. And also hit the bell notification to get notified whenever I post new videos. I'm trying to post videos every day, and let's hope I don't crack. I'm trying as much as I can. I'll see you guys later. DBZ Mando, signing out.